The university funding crisis continues to deepen, with second semester students facing the possibility of missing out on government funding due to the suspension of the new university funding model.
There is a court order that has been given, so the funds have not been released for these students who are in first and second year. Once this issue is resolved, we don't know which direction it will take. We already paid for them in the first semester. Most of the students had been paid during the first semester. The problem will even be greater if it persists.
Even more worrying, some government-sponsored students report they have only received upkeep funds, while tuition fees from the government remain unpaid.
My portal says that I'm supposed to be paying around 250,000, and the calculations showed that my household should be paying around 78 to 80,000. To mean that there is this percentage that the government is supposed to be paying, of which up to now the government has not paid it, to mean that in the portal it is still hanging.
Upkeep was disbursed, I think, last month. I received 25,000 from the government, but fees not yet.
We are aware that there are students who have actually dropped out. There are students who have got issues with the fees because of the amount of money the government was sending. As at this year, the government has funded students in private university at an amount of 8,000 per student, which is quite low for their fees. So students who cannot afford are forced to drop out. That is a concern to us, and we have written to the National Treasury to be able to fund these
as the ministry officials stated that despite the funding snarl-up, their hands are tied and they cannot revert to the old funding model due to the ongoing court case. As for the idea of free university education, officials confirm it is off the table as it would require an estimated 900 billion shillings, a cost the government claims it cannot bear. MPs have also raised concerns of a possible misuse of funds allocated to government-sponsored students placed in private universities. This comes after the Kenya Universities and College Central Placement Services (KUPS) admitted it cannot effectively track these students, leaving questions about the accuracy of fund distribution.
So you could be disbursing money for people who are not there, who are non-existent.
The universities are not compelled to give the data to KUPS. And that's why I mentioned that when we developed the platform for them, we have had 100% compliance from the public universities. But it is out of goodwill. So if we can be able to amend the Act to ensure that it is a requirement for the institutions to actually report to help us track these students as they continue, because those who fall out, those who die, or for various reasons they are not able to complete, they shouldn't be funded. We are increasing our budget for ICT annually, and I can commit to this.
Harriet Chimea, K24.